We have been traveling the rich lands of East Africa, far and wide, across the highlands and lowlands of this beautiful region, talking to farmers wherever we go.
We have given them the help and knowledge they need to improve their farming methods,
increase their income, and turn their farms into good business for the future.
Join us and our experts on this journey across East Africa and share the family's experiences as they make these changes.
Karibu to the Shamba Shape Safari. Hello and welcome to Shamba Shape.
We are in Florence in Kajiado County.
We are about to meet a very hard-working family who could definitely do with a shape up.
So let's go meet them.
Isaac is a talented farmer who lives near Kiserian in Kajiado County. He lives on this shamba with his parents and his extended family.
They raise sheep, goats, and cows, grow a good variety of crops, and fodder trees. Mzee Joseph has a tree nursery and sells seedlings to neighboring farmers.
We visited the shamba. Now Isaac has a surprise for us inside.
Now we are ready to get to work.
Very nice to be here, and we are very, very happy. Are you happy to receive visitors?
Oh, you're happy. Welcome very much. Yeah.
And you're very thankful. You see, Naomi, how do I look at this?
You look, but I look better.
No, I look better. I look like a king.
Yeah.
I look like a queen.
Oh no. Anyway,
Yes.
Mzee, how long have you lived here?
Nimeka hapa miaka 26.
Aha.
And Florence, have you lived here the same years with Mzee?
Tumekaa hiyo miaka mzee amekuelezea.
Okay. How many children do you have?
Watoto wangu ni watoto 6.
Tell me about your kitchen. What do you cook with?
Ninapiga na hizi kuni, tunakata hizi misti yetu, ndio tunasitoa kuni.
Okay, and is it a good experience, or what are the problems you find in the kitchen?
Shida iko ni ya moshi, ukipika huko moshi inakuwa mingi sana.
Okay.
Isaac, what are you growing in the farm?
Yeah, we grow maize, beans, some potatoes, and some point we grow some peas. Yeah.
How are they? Are they good?
Yeah, sometimes, although the weather conditions have been a problem, so sometimes when you get good rainfall, we get good yields. Yeah.
And how has the harvest been?
The harvest has not been good because I think we have been doing a poor selection of seeds, because we will just use the same seeds we harvest from our shamba. Then we grow them again.
Over and over.
Ah,
I see.
What about the cows? I mean, how many cows do you have?
Yeah, we have a few cows here, about 27 cows in this farm.
Are they okay?
Yeah, they're okay, but sometimes we have a problem with ticks. We have a problem with diseases. And also we have a problem of recurrent droughts.
So, Mzee, if you want to check on your cows at night, what do you use? Supposing you want to go and check on
Mimi
the cows.
ninatokanga na shida sana kwa sababu ya giza. Naenda tu nikibahatisha.
So you just go out at night. If you meet a hyena, too bad. We hope you don't do that. We want you to be safe, all right?
Or a lion for that matter.
Or a lion. Yeah. Oh my. Anyway, Shamba Shape is here, and we didn't come alone.
Yeah.
Naomi, who did we come with?
Now we came with experts, and they look into your problems, Mama in the kitchen, find out what we could help with the smoke, with the cows, as well as the shamba, find out what kind of seeds probably we can use better. Right.
And we see if somehow we can help the Mzee here,
Yes.
so that he doesn't have that problem of meeting lions at night or buffaloes. Right? We'll see what we can do to make sure that your shamba is shaped up.
We will appreciate.
So, Mabe, shamba. Mabe, shamba.
Let's go.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Mabe.
Yeah.
Welcome to Shamba Shape. Hi, this is Shamba Shape. What are you doing? Yeah?
What are you doing?
Yeah, just. Don't you think it was made for me?
I think we have a lot of work to do.
Now, what do you want to start with?
Biogas seeds.
Yes, I still have to deal with the cows and check on their fodder crops.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Come on, Tony!
Welcome to Shamba.
Tony!
All right, coming!
Isaac grows tomatoes, onions, maize and beans, but he tells me he has a poor harvest. I asked a seed expert from Agra to see if she could help. So Jane, you've had a look around the farm. So what were your observations?
I've seen Isaac's farm. I've seen it's a very good farm, very fertile. He has tried very much as a good farmer to plant a lot of different crops. He needs to improve on the variety, he needs to improve on the management, he needs to improve on the disease management and the watering, the planting.
Isaac, so where do you get your seeds?
I get my seeds from the agrovet in Kiserian. So normally I buy the seeds right from the shop. Right.
Jane, what do you think?
He needs certified seed. The agrovet has certified seed, but he needs the right variety.
Seed selection means choosing certain varieties of a crop which are better suited to your area. They can also be disease resistant. It is important to buy the right seed variety at the agrovet.
And today I came with some of the varieties which he can try, he can plant, because I know they are recommended for years. This is maize. I saw how you planted your maize. This one is, even the name is Olerai. Olerai is, it's a Maasai name. It actually means it's fit for this area.
Now what about spacing?
He needs to work on his spacing very much. For a good maize, healthy maize crop, you need to space it at 75 centimeters between the two rows of maize. But between one plant and another, 30 centimeters.
Remember, plant maize in rows 75 centimeters apart with 30 centimeters between each plant.
30 centimeters for people in this area who have long foot, you can even measure it with your foot.
Right.
You just step, put the maize, step, put the maize. For beans, the spacing is a much narrower. You need to only use half a meter, which is 50 centimeters.
For beans, allow 50 centimeters between rows and 10 centimeters between plants.
We actually just use our 2 fingers like this. Every 10 centimeters, put a bean plant.
Remember, different crops require different spacing. If you get your spacing wrong, you will lose a lot of your crop. So Jane, where can a farmer find, or get contacts or get information about where to buy the seeds?
Send an SMS to 20354 and the message is maize, and then you put a hash.
Right.
And then you type the name of the division. So maize hash Olerieni to 20354. The answer will come back instantly and it will show you your variety. So by the time you are going to the agrovet, you already know what you want.
Isaac grows bomber rods, lucerne and napier grass. He harvests his own grass seed and replants. He bales and stores his fodder for the dry season. But lately, his grass isn't doing so well. An expert from eCraft came to help. Since you had a look around, what kind of fodder crops did you see? And what do you recommend that Isaac here grows?
He's had some leukemia. He would do better if he was having a coriander because it has got a better production and it is well suited for this area. He could also do susban. Susban is very good in these areas, in these hot areas, and the seeds are quite cheap and they are readily available.
Fruit trees like mango trees provide a shading effect, so your grass can better tolerate the heat and grow.
One thing, the lower part of the shamba that is having the grass is not doing very well, mainly because of the weeds. There are a lot of weeds which have colonized the area so that the grass is not growing very well.
What would you advise him to do?
I would advise him to replow the place and plant sanctified seeds.
When you start your new crop of Rhodes grass, always use certified seeds and plant during the short rains. Now, Isaac, tell me, after your grass grows and you harvest it for your cows, how do you store it?
Yeah, first of all, after harvesting the seeds is when I come with the panga and cut the grass and use a simple box baler to bale and store them.
To store the fodder and grass for dry season, harvest when the grass is still green soon after flowering. Cut close to the ground. Let the grass dry in the sun for 2 days, turning it often. Then you can bale the hay and store in a dry place. Fodder should be dried and baled and stored for the dry season. If you bale your grass, there will be less wastage.
So what have you covered so far, Naomi?
Seeds.
Hey, what are he?
Seeds.
Hey, now hold. What have you covered so far?
Seeds.
Seeds?
Yes.
And I've dealt with fodder crops.
Right.
And after the break, we are going to shape up their cows and then... Welcome back to Shamba Shape Up. We are still here in... Now what's going on?
Tony, did you know you can make gas from cow dung?
Really?
Yes.
This is cow dung?
Yes, this cow dung is great.
Really? We need to have a look at that. But first, I need to have a look at Isaac's cows.
Isaac has 27 cows in 2 grazing areas. But in spite of spraying, he has lost 1/3 of his cows recently to tick-borne diseases. I asked a vet from Sidai for help.
Isaac, I'm sure these are not the only cows you have.
Yeah, they're not the only one.
You have more.
More cows in another ranch.
In another ranch.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
Yeah.
Now, Daktari, you've seen his cows.
Yeah.
What do you think when you saw them?
He's invested a lot in his cows. You can see he's got many calves, which means he's taking good care of the adults. The only challenge I could see visibly on the cows is a lot of ticks, which poses a challenge.
Now, Isaac, as you said, you have so many cows. What particular problems do you have with them health-wise?
Yeah, the most problem that we have is the problem with the ticks, which I think are the ones that are causing diseases in the cows. We feel that if you get 10 cows, most likely 3 of them will die out of ECF.
Mr. Ochieng, what is ECF?
ECF is a tick-borne disease, which is transmitted by the type of ticks called brown ear ticks, which are mainly found around the ears, and they're brown in color, small in size, and relatively hard in consistency.
What are the recognizable symptoms of ECF?
The first obvious sign will be an increase in temperature, which if you have a thermometer you can notice. But for the farmer, if it's a cow that gives milk, they'll notice that the milk production is gone down, and the cow will reduce feeding. You will obviously see the swelling of the lymph node that is around just before the shoulder.
ECF can be fatal. After a cow is bitten by the tick, it will only take 10 days for it to become very sick and die.
Have you lost many cows through this?
Yeah, so many times I lost a lot of cows because of disease. I didn't really know what is it.
You should always spray your cows with a quality acaricide that is oil-based. One proper spray or dipping will last 7 days. The problem is, spraying is often not enough to protect your animals from ECF. Our expert has a better solution, a vaccine.
Cows still die of tick-borne diseases despite spraying. So that's why the thought of getting a vaccine to control the most dangerous of all the tick-borne diseases, that is ECF, was born.
How does this vaccine work exactly?
The vaccine works by infecting the cow with several strains of the ECF. So it will cover against most of the important strains that affect our cattle. It's a lifelong cover, and it is the way to go.
You only need to vaccinate your animal once to get a lifetime immunity.
And is it expensive?
It's cost effective because if a cow dies, you lose between 20 to 250,000 depending on what is the kind of cow you're having and the market you're targeting. But vaccinating one cow will cost you just 1,000 bob. So which means if you sold one heifer 1 year old at around 20,000 shillings, you're able to cover 20 cattle.
Because each dose of the vaccine covers 40 cows, you should bring your neighbor's animals together to use the full dose. The vaccine is not available over the counter in agrovets. contact your local CDI office and a registered CDI vet will come to vaccinate your animals. CDI vets will monitor your animals for 3 weeks after vaccination, just in case some of your animals show symptoms of ECF and needs further treatment. So, which cows can be vaccinated?
The first rule is you only vaccinate healthy animals. So sick animals, weak animals are discouraged. Animals which are below 1 month of age are also discouraged because they have the antibodies, the immunity from the mother, which will interfere with the vaccine.
If you have a cow that is in calf, it cannot be vaccinated. It is safe to drink the milk 3 days after the cow has been vaccinated.
Well, Isaac, you've heard for yourself.
Yeah.
We brought you an expert.
Right.
And I'm sure you'll be communicating with Isaac.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you so much.
Isaac's family use firewood to cook. Isaac, your mother's kitchen is very smoky. Yeah? What does she use for cooking?
She uses firewood.
And where do you get the firewood?
She gets the firewood by cutting the trees around here.
So you cut trees, and is that a good thing?
It's not really a good thing. It's just because we have no alternative.
Dominic from Biogas International has come to give them a great alternative to cutting trees. So what is the solution for Isaac here?
Biogas is the solution. Biogas will completely replace all the firewood used at a domestic level in the typical rural homestead.
Oh, that's amazing. So like you're saying, like it actually cuts down on wood.
Well, actually it replaces firewood completely.
Breathing smoke is extremely dangerous. It is the #1 cause of death in women and children in the world. So how does biogas work?
Biogas is very simple. It's actually a natural phenomenon, and it's basically all you do is you put anything that's biodegradable into a sealed container, and it will rot or ferment, and in the process it gives off gases. One of the gases that we want is called methane, and it's flammable. We've developed a system we call Flexi Biogas. It is far more affordable than the conventional systems.
So let's set it up. It is easy to build the system. Experts will help you. The ground is leveled and the system is put together in a few hours. A Flexi Biogas system acts like a stomach. Organic matter like animal dung or food waste is put in one side. The system is covered like a greenhouse. The heat from the greenhouse speeds up the process. A gas is created which is piped directly into the stove. After it is installed, the system will begin to pump gas to your stove within 8 to 10 days. The organic matter turns into fertilizer and comes out on the other end. This fertilizer can be used on the shamba. A Flexi Biogas system will last up to 10 years. Another benefit, it will get rid of all the flies.
Flexi Biogas systems will run on any biodegradable matter. So you can run them on chicken poop, you can run them on rabbit poop, pig poop. You can cut the grass and feed it into the system. You can run them on water hyacinth, mathenge, that invasive weed up in northern Kenya. Right. So anything that would be considered an invasive, unwanted crop can be converted back into fertilizer just by feeding it through a biogas digester. You only need one cow to give you all the gas you need for a homestead of about 5 to 6 member family. The traditional African lady has been collecting firewood from the age of 5 all the way to Shosho, grandmother, great-grandmother. Once they have biogas, they get a bit startled in the beginning because they've suddenly got all this free time on their hands. They then join into women groups and they then get into other income-generating activities. Women are the backbone of any economy.
That's right.
Give them energy and you've given them the world. You know, the sky is the limit.
Like many farmers, Isaac and his family have no electricity. This is a problem for Mama, who cooks and does beading in the evening, and a problem for Isaac and Mzee Joseph, who have work to do at night. We introduce them to Julian, who has a solution to their problem.
So Isaac and Joseph, at night I'm sure it gets very dark here.
Yeah.
What do you use at night?
I use the London. It uses kerosene.
What are some of the negativity of that, using that light?
Yeah, one of the negative effects is that it produces smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and sometimes you feel some irritation and some coughing sometimes. Yeah.
So Julian, have you ever worked with beads before?
No, actually I haven't done that, but I would suspect mom has to really use light, which is the kerosene lantern, which is close to her. And then again, you might find that it's very dangerous because once the kerosene lantern is really close, it might fall over, topple over, and then we all know the stories of what caused the fire, and that is not good at all. Definitely, I would choose for other options. Thanks to the technology nowadays, we can be able to have clean, bright light that we will not need, that will not produce any smoke. I don't know how much you use, maybe in a week?
For kerosene, I spend 100 shillings every week.
Wow.
Right.
So if we multiply that by 4, which is a month, that is roughly 400 bob, and then multiply by a year, that's roughly 4,800 or something. So you find that that's a lot of money that you can be able to put in good use with your children. Maybe you can buy for them books, even for yourself. Yes, this is what we have today. We have 3 types, which is the S300, S2, and S20. Let me just show you how it is and what it entails. So we have the external panel, which comes with a 4-meter cable, and it has 4 settings. The first one, which goes for 100 hours. Then we have the second one, whereby maybe you want to have your meals and discussion in the family. The third setting, which is more brighter, your children can be able to do homework. You can also read the newspaper, and your wife can be able to do her bidding.
You can also use it to charge your mobile phone for free.
But there's also a light for mom in the kitchen. I know she's using Koroboy and the smoke is making her eyes become very, very blurry. So this is a very good lantern for her. This is what we call the S20. It has an inbuilt panel. So it charges from morning till evening, and then it has 2 settings. She just switches on. It has the first setting, which is 8 hours, and the second setting, 4 hours. We are not going to forget about your children. So we have the third model, which we call the S2. It is a study lantern for the children, and also it can be your torch.
All D-Light lamps are very durable and are designed to last for more than 10 years, and they come with a warranty.
So supposing Mzee goes to check on his cows at night, and a bull just decides to kick the lamp. Pow!
Definitely, I promise you, it will not break.
Maybe my neighbors will see me having this kind of lights. Where do I direct them to get them from?
We are on all Total petrol stations and also any Solartech electronic shops.
So Isaac, do you think this is going to be a solution to your problems?
Yes, I think, because from today I will not be using kerosene anymore. So I will save that money for kerosene.
And Mama can make more beads.
Yeah, of course.
We've accomplished a lot on Isaac and Joseph's Shamba. It's time for us to leave.
Wow! Naomi and Masa, you're looking. What's the word I'm looking for?
Sidai.
Sidai. That means what, Isaac?
She looks nice.
She's beautiful. Yeah. She's nice.
Yes. Ashe Ole.
Now you're calling me names.
That means thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. Now Isaac and the family.
Right.
Are you happy?
Very, very, very happy.
Yes.
Yes.
Would you like us to come back again?
Yeah, we would like you to come again.
What do you promise us when we come here?
We promise you that when you come back, we will have improved much more.
Good.
Yes, and it's been another great show here on
Shamba Shape Up.
Shamba Shape Up is online. To learn more about today's topics or to watch any of our previous episodes, visit shambashapeup.com, select the episode and click play. You could also visit our Facebook page, Shamba Shape Up, to get more information, get involved in discussions, and also get a chance to enter some of our great competition to win great prizes. You can also find us on Twitter at Shamba Shape Up, or simply text 30606.
Bye.